Welcome back, everybody, to the First Time Pictures podcast. I'm one of your hosts, Anthony Ruth, and I'm joined by my co-host, Julian Lizama. And we didn't really have a movie to talk about last week. We didn't know what to do, and we figured while we were just hanging out on the weekend that we would watch the movie Superman, Batman, Apocalypse. This is a movie that Julian said he's never seen. We all grew up. Ben saw it. A lot of it. We watched this movie a lot. It has classic Darkseid, Superman, Batman, Wonder Woman, Supergirl. A lot of things we're huge fans of. Before we get into that, have you been watching anything recently?
What are we watching? Not much, bro, but we started the new season of X-Men 97.
Oh, yeah.
Season 2. New episode actually just dropped, I think, last night, so we need to throw that up on the server.
Like 3 more, right? Like 3 more?
No, I think it's 1. They did the 3 episode drop for the
initial.
first one. Yeah.
Okay, gotcha.
Which I don't mind. But, when I was telling Kaylin, I was like, hey, this new season came out. Like, me and Anthony are going to watch it. She was like, oh, we should start the original X-Men together. I was like, what? Like, you watched that?
She's talking about Evolution.
And I think that's what she was talking about. I was like, you watched this? I was like, I can't believe that you watched this. And then she was like, actually, I don't know. So, I don't know which one we're going to watch, but I know Kaylin really wants to start a new X-Men since those are...
Yeah, she wanted... We watched X-Men Evolution growing up, which is also a really good series. I haven't seen that probably since I watched it with her, like back in the day, so I got to put that one on the server too.
That's probably why she likes it, like, because she grew up, I guess, watching it. So X-Men still is her favorite superhero group, which is like, I don't know, X-Men seems like such a side to me, at least. Like,
it's really not.
Really? You think they're main? You think they're like as main as like Avengers though, bro? Like Avengers.
That's just a symptom of MCU fans. Like,
really?
You're not a fan. You weren't a fan of Marvel at all before you watched the MCU.
Yeah.
And the big consensus, like the way the history is told, is that like X-Men was always the moneymaker for Marvel. Like, that was always the big team. Like, Avengers was popular and stuff like that, but X-Men was always the team that everyone, especially in the 90s, that everyone grew up with. And then Blade and X-Men were like also, besides Spider-Man, the main superhero movies, modern superhero movies to be taken seriously in the early 2000s. Like, the MCU didn't get started till, mid 2000s, and it started to ramp up after that. But yeah. X-Men has been on top, like, for the longest. If you look at the old arcade games where they're playing, Iron Man and all those characters are considered B tier characters, C tier, like Captain America.
Really?
That's the main story with Iron Man 2, is like, wow, they took a D tier character that nobody cared about and made him likable and popular, because the consensus was like, yeah, X-Men is the A tier cast of characters.
Yeah, see, like, even now, like, even though, like, I feel like there is, like, a lot of X-Men stuff out there, especially with, like, all the original movies coming out with, like, they did all the X-Men stuff, and, even having, like, that 90s show, like, to me, I still feel like Avengers is, like, maybe, like, scoot over, you know what I mean? Like, a new guy's in town, basically, is kind of how it is now, Like, like, you can't say X-Men still is, like, is him, because he's not him no more. You think X-Men...
Bro, Deadpool Wolverine just came out and it was like a huge hit.
Bro, you think X-Men are more popular than Avengers right now, 2026?
Are you asking like little kids? Because little kids aren't popular with X-Men right now. Then no, but
a normal
of all time,
just a normie,
like all time. A normie?
Yeah, just
that's
like,
also different too.
Just like,
of course
no,
not.
just like your casual Marvel fan.
Casual Marvel fan, as in they only watch MCU movies.
I don't know what they know, but they're not like the deep cut. They're not the deep cut. I read the comic.
X-Men isn't even It's not even deep cut. It's like, they've had how many movies? Like over 10 movies.
They've had a lot.
Wolverine has had what, 4 or 5 movies himself. X-Men has had at least 2 different trilogies, already depicting the characters.
Yeah, but I feel like
Plus,
they lost
Avengers
that.
needs them.
They lost
They
that.
need them in this new movie, or else nobody would be caring about this new Avengers Doomsday. That's why they have to bring back Cyclops and all the classic X-Men characters, because they carry that clout, bro.
Bro,
They
it's
got the
like
clout with them.
it's like Masters of the Universe. Masters of the Universe in the 80s was running it. It was probably like the number one thing.
Oh my gosh.
But
Bro,
now
2000s was not 40 years ago.
Yeah, but like there's a new king in town, and that's Avengers. Because bro, what was the last X-Men movie that came out? The Phoenix? That movie flopped. Like
Deadpool and Wolverine.
Yeah, that's Deadpool and Wolverine.
Those are X-Men characters.
Bro.
When was the last Avengers movie to come out? Endgame? That was like 2019.
Yeah, that movie did great.
Yeah, it's just a cash grab. It's not like it's actually a good movie.
Deadpool Wolverine's the biggest cash grab, actually.
I agree.
Okay.
But
Okay.
the X-Men, I've watched X-Men movies like repeatedly on my own because of my own enjoyment. Like I've seen X-Men 1 and 2 over and over again. I've watched First Class over and over again.
But you're a fanboy, though. You're a fanboy. That's different.
I'm not.
What?
They were just the only superhero movies out there. Like they were the best and the only thing out before Iron Man and that universe started.
So all of those movies, were they coming out at the same time as like the Spider-Mans? Like the Tobey Maguire one?
Yeah.
Okay,
yeah.
so it was like that era, like early 2000s. Like Spider-Man came out, Wolverine, X-Men.
The first X-Men was in the year 2000, and every movie was 2 or 3 years after that. So same as really early Star Wars as well. Like that's not the 80s. That's
I wouldn't mind being an X-Men fan, you know? Like it's not like I'm against it, but
they're not separate from Marvel. They're the same thing. If you're a Marvel fan, it's
a different group. It's like you like 2 rock bands, you know? They're still in the same rock band, but like you have a different rock band here, different rock band there. And like I think especially watching X-Men 97, I think my excitement for X-Men is getting more, where I'm like more invested. And obviously we've been playing Marvel Rivals a lot. So like always playing as Magneto, like now with the new Cyclops character coming out, like stuff like that where I'm like, okay, see, like I know them now and I like them more because of that. So so I don't know. If they came out with a movie, I'd be excited for it. It's not like I'm like, ugh, whatever. But you know, I don't know. I still feel right now 2026 Avengers has the crown on superhero teams, and that's my hot take.
Hell no. All I'm gonna say is the Avengers never got their own animated series. Well, they got Avengers Assemble, but in the 90s they got nothing.
Yeah, bro's talking about the 90s like it was yesterday, bro. We're in 2026, bro. We've had Avengers.
Yeah, and who do they need? Who do they need to sell tickets in their movie? The X-Men.
Robert Downey Jr.
We don't know what we're gonna do. We need to bring back Iron Man and the X-Men.
Nah, you're excited for that though. Don't even act like you're not even hyped.
I'm actually not. Like not at all.
Bro, are you excited for anything, bro?
I saw some leaked footage, and I just thought like, ugh, like this looks so gross, and everything that I expect that they would do in a movie like Avengers Doomsday. Everything. There's this shot. If you don't, I'm not going to reveal any plot points or any characters, but this is just an example. There's this shot where it's like character, you know, does a cool pose, and the camera moves from left to right, and then it shows another character do another pose, and then some characters land in. And it's like they're here. I'm just like, this is so just fucking slop. Just fucking like it's just, hey, now that you know what haystacks are, bro, this is just a haystack movie where they're like, look, just throw shit in there, bro. Just throw it in there, mix it up, and give it to them. It's not like a beautiful.
But haystacks are good. Haystacks are good, bro. You could throw anything in the Avengers movie. It's gonna be good, bro. Look at that.
No, I'm not gonna I'm not gonna give you a haystack and pretend it's like, you know, a 5-star meal.
Or you can't mess up. You can't mess up the haystack. You throw in some beans.
Exactly.
You throw in some rice, some chips, and you got yourself a good haystack, bro. You throw in.
I agree. Like,
yeah, right. Okay.
There's probably like no one's gonna hate, including me. No one's gonna hate a Cyclops, rah, you know,
right?
beam.
Badass.
Doesn't make it a good movie. So moving on.
We'll see, guys. You guys will definitely hear our Avengers Doomsday review here on the First Time Pictures podcast. In what? Does it come out soon in June?
I have no idea.
Or December? No. Spider-Man.
Not June. We're past June.
Oh.
Spider-Man comes out in August, and then Doomsday is probably sometime next year.
Oh, damn it. Okay.
Side tangent. That just reminds me. It's like anime season. We're gonna have the Kagurabachi coming out. That anime. We're gonna have the second part of the Calling Games in JJK.
I saw that trailer.
Yeah.
They released a trailer, right? Or something. I saw something.
I'm seeing so many. Yeah, it was like a little preview. I'm seeing so many trailers for new seasons of animes. Like even Black Clover. I didn't know that they hadn't had like a new season in 5 years.
For
at
Black
least,
Clover?
I think. Yeah, I'm like, damn, that sucks. I finished the manga. The manga ended. I already finished the mangas, and I could care less. I couldn't care less about the anime, but I'm like, good for y'all. You finally got something.
See, that makes me hyped too, because my little brother, I've told you, he just started his anime kick, so he's watching Jujutsu Kaisen. We're gonna watch the movie this weekend, and then with the new Culling Games coming out, I'm definitely gonna watch that with him. And then I think his first anime that he started actually was Black Clover, so that's actually so funny that
really
the new season's coming. Yeah, I think my sister told him to watch it. So big season for anime.
Since you have the DVD or the Blu-ray for JJK0, do you ever think about, like, did you ever use a VCR, like a VHS tape? Did you ever use that when you were younger?
I never have.
Never? You're past that generation. Oh, my gosh.
We weren't as rich as you growing up. We struggled a little bit, bro. Do you forget that?
No, we were Make-A-Wish kids, bro. They donated all these VHSs to us.
No one wanted to donate to us, bro. That's how bad our situation
That's how bad it was. You couldn't make it as a Make-A-Wish.
Wait, so you had VCHs or VHSs and all of that?
VHSs and we just had a bunch of VHSs. Like our Lion King, I think our Lion King VHS was the Spanish Lion King for some reason. So I never really put that in. But we had all these DVDs, and we didn't get more DVDs. We just had DVDs, like a standard collection. I don't know how we got it, where it came from, but we just rewatched these movies over and over again. I think Jackie would even get us some for Christmas. I remember she got me this animated Iron Man movie from the library because she used to work there, and she brought it home for me one day. So random people legit give us DVDs, but I just remember, you know, it's kind of like an exciting ritual to put the DVD in, see the menu screen, click play. Do you feel like, you know, you maybe want to give that to them? Or you're like,
you're
nah,
right.
just
I should
play.
do that. Because I think the PlayStations play Blu-ray, so we have a PlayStation 5.
Make him put the disc in. Make him click play.
Oh, I'm like, bro, this is for you, bro.
Yeah, it's a ceremony.
To talk about what you like, because this is where I'm like, dude, I don't think that's a normal childhood that you experience, because
my god,
I don't know.
90s, that's 90s childhood.
I don't
that's
know.
Everyone born in the 90s.
I don't know if anybody ever had like 5 movies and just only watched those 5 movies, because even with this movie we're watching today, like we're talking about Superman, Batman, Apocalypse. You told me growing up you probably seen it like 10 times. I'm like, at least. No, and that's just one movie. You've probably seen 10 other movies 10 times each, and I'm like, bro, I've never seen one movie more than 3 times. Like Star Wars, I've seen it 3 times. That's the only movie I've seen multiple times.
I could have sworn DVD collections were normal. I'd go over to my grandparents. They'd have a wall of bookshelves with just a bunch of random ass DVDs, like B movies, like random Adam Sandler stuff they probably never watched. Because at Walmart back in the day, there was always the big bin. They still have this to this day with DVD dollar menus or dollar menus, $1 DVDs. And I think kids and families, it was very regular to just go and grab something, you know, because it was so cheap and you could find some like movie that didn't do well, that's not selling well, that they're just trying to get rid of.
You just unlocked a memory for me, because you know what we used to do instead?
What? Steal.
We used to go to.
Of course.
Wow, you would assume that.
Sorry.
We used to go to red boxes. Remember red boxes?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
See, yeah.
So that's what we would do.
It was very ceremonious.
Yeah,
I remember that too.
We would go to red box. We would grab like 3 movies and we'd watch them. Like you get like 2 or 3 days with them, and then you just take them back, get some new ones. So that's what we would do to watch movies. But it was always like, oh, let's see if anything new is out. And then it's like, I don't, like, we wouldn't pick a random movie. It'd be like, like something we know or something we've heard of. And that was the good times, bro. We need to go back to that. Bring back the red boxes.
Yeah. I'm not going to name names, but somebody, whoever's listening to this pod, you know exactly who I'm talking about. They were talking about their smoking, right? This unnamed anonymous person.
Yeah.
And they were saying, like, it's not, sometimes they don't even really, it's not about like what they're smoking. I mean, I guess it is not like, that's not what I'm trying to say at all, but it's more, they like the activity. I've talked to multiple people where, they like to sit down, and that's kind of what I view the early days of movies. Like, it was a fun activity that was very ceremonial, popping some popcorn, getting ready, putting the DVD in, seeing it boot up, looking at the menu screen, and then sometimes we'd be so bored that we'd watch just the behind the scenes because it was like the only thing available. Like there's no social media platforms for us kids to be scrolling on. There's no entertainment, so we would just be bored and just be like, oh, let's see how they made Star Wars. And then we'd get all this information on the making of Star Wars, how they did stuff, and the blooper reels. We would just watch, like, really get our money's worth out of DVDs and VHSs back in the day.
Dude, see, you guys were just destined for this, like, movie everything, dude, because I swear, bro, like, no one does that. Like, that's a different environment, because, like, it's like you said, your grandparents had walls of movies. It's like the people who are raised and, like, their parents are chefs, and it's like, I just learned how to cook, and I learned how to do it because it was just kind of normal. We all just like to cook and this, and it's like it cultivates, what your interests are, and it's, it's kind of funny to see, like, you guys as kids watching that same movie, and then, by the 3rd, 4th, 5th time, whatever, you're like, maybe the way they did that or this, and I like how they did over there, and it's just like, it's just cool to see, like, 20 whatever years later, it's like you are kind of the, what's the word, the product of all of that, watching a movie 10 times in a row or something, whatever.
One thing I was thinking about is we were homeschooled, so I'm like, we were probably getting one extra watch in more than the average, like even people with DVD collections, because I remember we thought we were so cool because our Suburban had those 2 TVs and the VHS player built in.
Yeah.
So every time we'd go to Brownsville, we'd grab 3 or 4 VHSs, and we would or DVDs as well, and just watch the crap out of those, like, constantly. And then my mom, like, when she was going through college, she would bring me with her, and we had a portable DVD player with a little screen.
Yeah.
And I would always, I remember bringing the Fantastic Four movie and, like, sitting in the classroom and just watching the Fantastic Four, because it was a superhero movie, and I'd watch any superhero movie any day, all day.
Bro's a real film nerd, bro. Look at this guy go, dude. Look at him go.
Oh. Okay, so we did watch a movie last night, Xander and I.
What'd y'all watch?
We watched this movie called Cure. Like, I saw just a lot of people talk about it, so it was one of those Criterion purchases where I bought it, never even opened it until last night. It was just on the shelf, ready for that movie night.
Oh, you had the physical.
Yeah, I had the physical Criterion Blu-ray ready to go, and I looked at it, and I looked at the photo, and it had this, like, eerie picture of a face. And I told Xander, I was like, what if this is some old boy type shit where it's gonna be
the weird
some psychological disturbing material, and it was up there. I gotta tell you.
Oh, like, it's disturbing.
It was definitely some disturbing. It was pretty disturbing. Yeah.
Oh, Okay,
We're definitely gonna watch that.
That's what I was gonna say. Are you gonna say it's some old boy? Like, it's disturbing, but bro, it's good, bro. Like, they do messed up stuff, but like look past it.
It was
but, like,
fantastic. It was actually a really good movie.
You would like those weird stuff, bro. Just to say you like the weird stuff.
I don't like it. I don't like it because it's weird. I like it because of the whole thing. I'll show it to you later. You'll love it.
Oh my goodness. As long as it's not an episode for the pod, bro. We don't need an old boy. Imagine an old boy review episode on the pod, bro. Like, dude, and then remember when the dad like.
Or we're just sitting in silence, not knowing what to say. Like,
yeah. So.
Yeah, just traumatized.
But Supergirl. I mean, not Supergirl. Batman. I mean, not even Batman. Superman, Batman, Apocalypse.
Okay, give us a synopsis. You said you got one?
Let's get the rundown.
What is this movie about? For the audience listening, this is what the movie's about.
Literally, I'm about to tell you guys what it's about. Here we go. Superman, Batman, Apocalypse follows Kara Zor-El, Superman's long-lost cousin, after she crash lands on Earth and struggles to control her incredible Kryptonian powers. While Superman believes she deserves compassion and guidance, Batman worries that her unchecked abilities could make her a global threat, creating tension between the world's greatest heroes after Kara is captured and brainwashed by Darkseid. On Apocalypse, Superman, Batman, and Wonder Woman unite on a dangerous rescue mission. That's kind of it. That's the movie right there, bro.
Yep. That reminded me of a trope that I think I kind of hate.
Ooh, what trope?
The trope where there's a powerful person and they're like, oh, this is perfect. Do you know how I get the plot going? I need to have Batman question their like how dangerous they are. Just have Batman go, you're too dangerous to be around. Like, just have them do that.
That's so funny, bro. Because that was literally my first thing I thought of. I was like, imagine like E.T. or like someone who crash lands on Earth just gets captured by Batman, tortured, harassed. They're taking blood samples, and it's like you got found by the worst guy possible, like, on Earth. Like freaking, Clark Kent got found by like a loving mom and dad, nurtured like into society, integrated perfectly.
Batman finds you. You're too dangerous.
You must die
immediately.
Yeah, but that also does like kind of raise that question, right? Like, what do you do? Like, is there an ethical approach there? Like, what is like you find someone Superman level? Like, are you just being chill about it, trying to like be low key, or are you putting them in a testing facility? I feel like Batman's not like out of pocket there, but it's also like
he's not.
Checks and balances.
Yeah, I only agree if the person is clearly like not mentally well, because when he's first saying those things to Kara in this movie, like she's dangerous, I'm just like, bro, she's literally just like a girl, like she's just a girl. That's all she is.
Just a girl.
I'm just a girl. Yeah. But then he says like I think someone tells him Kara would never do this, and then Batman says, not intentionally, what if she were succumb to mind control or something? I'm like, okay, that's valid. If you're saying like maybe like having her out there is a risk because her power could be used by someone else, valid. But if they write Batman where it's like this person seems to be a very good person, but they're like, nah, Batman's the most non-trusting person ever. He's gonna even question Jesus, like Jesus, like he would tell Jesus he's too powerful to be here.
He put Jesus on the cross. No.
Yeah, if they have just like if they have just irrational, right? Batman having irrational fear of just any power. I'm like, come on, bro. You're out here. You're literally a vigilante. That's just a walking hypocrisy.
It's kind of like he's like I don't want to do this, but I have to do this. It's like he has to be the vigilante because like he's like no one else would do it, and that's I kind of like that though because It's kind of like it was like a co-parenting episode, basically. It's like you have Superman and Batman as your dad.
For this one.
Yeah, for this one.
Yeah, you're two gay dads.
Dude, that was us this weekend, bro. That was guys.
It was.
This weekend, me and Anthony, we hung out. We were co-parenting the kids all weekend, guys. And let me tell you guys,
All weekend.
guys get it done. That's all I'm gonna say.
Yeah. And I'm gonna just say, Michael and Alan are too dangerous. I'm concerned.
No, I'm gonna let him be free.
Am
bro.
I the Batman character?
Yeah, you kind of are the Batman.
Character.
See, you're the Batman character for sure.
Yeah, I'm more cynical.
Yeah, no, dude, like Batman, and that's what I was saying. Like, I really do like how they were kind of like that co-parent because, like, every time you think of Superman, you do think like he's like, just like you say, a Boy Scout. He's good to be good because he wants to be good, and Batman is like,
he wants to see the best in everyone.
Exactly, and then Batman's like, kind of the opposite. Not that he wants to see the bad, but he wants to be prepared of the bad, and that kind of makes him like super paranoid. But it's like at the same time you kind of understand it though. It's like, he has contingency plans for every superhero just in case they go bad, and it's not like he's like, oh, I have to kill Superman one day. It's like, no, if Superman were to ever go bad, I have this ready, which is like, I always like that about Batman. Like, he's so smart, and I think in this one it kind of was like, it's like, when you're worried about something and then you make it happen because you worried so much. You're like, don't fall, and then you like trip. It's because you're like thinking about it so hard.
Oh yeah, like trying to prevent a certain future, you end up making that future, basically.
Yeah, like literally, like Batman was so worried, like, oh, what if something happens? We're gonna take all these extra measures, and because they took all these extra measures, like Supergirl ends up becoming bad, and I do kind of wish, like, they just left her with Superman and like let him like just always train her and like kind of have like a training arc. Really,
definitely wouldn't have happened if Superman was next to her. I don't think anyone's gonna be able to snatch her.
No one's messing with them. But they didn't. They just kind of did it as like, okay, Supergirl arrived. We're gonna lock her up like the whole movie, basically. Like,
I know, right?
Which is kind
of weird how everyone's like, we're gonna tell her what to do. Like, Wonder Woman just shows up ready to kidnap her.
Just
like,
takes her.
Oh, this woman has powers. We're gonna kidnap you. Like, you're a criminal. That's not right.
Which I like that. I also like that scene. I like when Wonder Woman showed up with Batman.
Oh, you like the trafficking scene.
Dude, sometimes you got to, bro.
The Amazonian.
For the greater good, bro. Sometimes you have to, dude.
For the greater good. That's true.
That's
for the
right.
Greater good.
The greater good. But, yeah, like, I especially after seeing Supergirl, it's like, I like, they're developing a character. It's kind of felt like, okay, this is your character. You're like a bratty teenage girl. And that's kind of like all she was to me the whole movie. Maybe at the end she's like, no, I'm Supergirl, which, whatever. But, they kind of played into that the whole movie. And it kind of, I don't know, it didn't hit. I wasn't like super attached to Supergirl, like feeling bad for her that like she is locked up. Because I'm like, girl, you deserve to be locked up, bro. Look how you're acting. Like,
she's a fish out of water.
Yeah, you're like so bratty here. You're not even listening to like Superman or Batman.
Let people kidnap you. What's wrong with you?
Yeah, obviously.
Stop thinking for yourself, Supergirl. Like, jeez.
You saw what she did, bro. She does not deserve to be on the streets. She destroyed that statue.
That's true. And she couldn't even stop it.
Yeah. But also, okay, so this was something I kind of talked to you about, Public Enemies, and something I don't know. I don't know if you feel this with these type of movies, but it's like when we watch a movie like this, sometimes I feel that because they're like, obviously we all know everybody in this movie, like I feel like they sometimes run past maybe developing some things, because like for me, I was like a little confused with the whole Darkseid thing. I was like, oh, is he just like a known villain, or like did he do something? Like I didn't really have an idea of who or what he was. And
I did tell you, I was like, he has the planet Darkseid, and he stays there, and is basically hell, and he's very powerful.
That's what I'm saying. Like, unless you told me it, if I were to watch it, I would have been so confused.
Yeah. Also, one thing that I think you're forgetting or not realizing, these animated movies aren't released in theaters. These aren't for like look at this animated movie we're releasing. This is
True.
these are straight to DVD type stuff. So it is like you're basically clocking it for what it is. Like it's not meant for a big general audience. It's like fans of this comic book will be watching it, and then maybe some kids who like the cover. So
That's true. But like kind of like with my same thing of like Batman Public Enemies, it was like, okay, we're in an established world. You know, Lex Luthor's already president,
oh my goodness.
Where it's like
this is the side effect of the MCU watchers. They're like, what? But where's the second movie? Like, I thought it has to build up. I need a movie on Lex Luthor, and then I need a movie on Batman, and then I need a movie on Wonder Woman for me to understand. I can't fill in the blanks.
Yes, because bro, like if you're a Superman fan and you see Lex Luthor becomes president, you're like, oh snap, Lex Luthor's the president? Wow.
Yeah.
Versus if you're just a normal fan and you're like, Lex Luthor's president, you're like, oh, okay, Lex Luthor, he's just a bad guy, and they show it throughout the movie he becomes a bad guy, but at first it's kind of like, why is Batman or Superman pressing Lex Luthor? Like he hasn't done anything, But it's like, no.
Yeah, but they also like they give you context for everything. Like they clearly state their opinions. Like this person is not to be trusted. They'll tell you why they feel certain way. Like it's not like not everything is left up to the viewer.
But then I feel like it's not as cohesive. Maybe like it's not.
You need your Lex Luthor movie.
Dude, when I watched Public Enemies and I found out Lex Luthor was president, I was that reaction. I was like, what? Lex Luthor's president in this universe? Like, that's kind of crazy because I know so much Lex Luthor lore. But, sometimes when they kind of throw you in there, like I felt like in this movie, they kind of just throw you into this universe. You kind of don't know what's what. So I feel like confused and I'm like, okay, I'm supposed to like love these characters. But they're not developing these characters at all, and it's like I can't.
But you didn't have 10 movies. But you didn't have 10 movies before, on each individual one.
No, it's just like spend like maybe 5 minutes on like a character and like tell me a little bit about them. It's like no, you know who Batman is.
You're telling me you don't know Batman's backstory. You don't know Superman's backstory.
I know it.
Yeah.
What if he had like a crazy different backstory, like Joker, something? We don't know. We don't know the canon backstory in this universe.
I like it better because it feels like I like when things are left up to the imagination. Like I remember in the movie Batman and Robin, there's this line that would always get us excited, or at least me, because whenever they're Batman and Robin are suiting up together, Robin says something like that annoys Batman, and then George Clooney's Batman turns to Robin and says, "This is why Superman works alone." I was like, "What? Superman's in this universe? Do you think they're ever gonna bring him?" And that would like leaving it up to the imagination would always like thrill me and get me super excited because like if they ever hinted at the fact that Robin was dead, I was like, "Oh, which Robin was that? Was that Jason Todd?" Yeah. Or there was a Teen Titans episode where Slade was trying to basically domesticate Robin to have him be his little sidekick, and then Robin says like, "I have a father," and then the camera just moves up and you see like a couple bats like move across the screen and you're like, "Oh, he's talking about Batman." And we just leave it up to the imagination, and they never show Batman once in that show. So when they would leave it up to your imagination as kids, when a kid is watching it, honestly that was some of the best stuff and like the most memorable.
No, I mean, I get it. Like, me as a fan, I like it. Like, I like it when they can do stuff because I know, But it kind of comes back to, like, oh, is this... See, and this is where I don't get, what is your opinion on fan service sometimes? Because me, hyping up the Mario movie, the fan service here, fan service that. You go, fan service? Oh, look, Bowser, I played the games. It's like, bro, like, that's the same thing. It's fan service, and if you like fan service there, I swear sometimes you're like, it's just fan service. That's so dumb. But here, it's like, oh, look at this fan service. They mentioned Superman. They mentioned this, that, and it's like, no, they did it right there. But if fan service is bad, and that's the reason why it's good. It's like, is fan service bad or is fan service good?
I say there's a big difference because, like, Like, you can easily tell when the fan service is there because they're thinking, we don't want to take any risks. We can't make anything too out there. We just need to make it as basic as possible so that parents are willing to take their kids. And I can tell when that's the reason they make the fan service, or if they're making the fan service as in like, oh no, I'm a fan of this character and a fan of this character will be amused by this, you know? Like, then that's when I'm like, okay, well, it's there for me. Then I like it. And it's not like they didn't try in the other aspects of the movie. Even if they fail, it's not for lack of trying. But, you know, I'd say Super Mario Bros. Is for lack of trying.
You would say that.
I would.
Also, like, I had a few little gripes with the movie just because I'm like, that feels so, like...
Tell me.
Dude, Crypto was in this movie, bro. He was...
Oh, yeah.
He was in this movie, and...
They made it
I was like, dude, they treated that dude like, go back to your cage, bro. Like, he was not their best friend.
He's always been such a minor side character. They never really, unless it's in a comic, they never really let him shine.
No, so that's why I'm just so happy, because like I like seeing Crypto in the new Superman movies, and like seeing him as a character, he's like his own character. Versus in this one, it was like, hey.
You're like, oh, you existed.
Right?
You existed before.
But in this one, it's like, yeah, get back to your cage. What are you doing, boy? Like if he's like not some strong ass like dog companion, but
you could tell he was not the token character in this movie where they're
such a
he's there for cuteness.
character.
They're like, no, you are a regular dog with powers.
Dude, at the end, you know, once they save Supergirl from what's his name? Darkseid?
Darkseid.
You know, he's like, okay, I'll leave her alone. And then bro just shows up at the house, right? It's like this whole time, this whole movie, I don't know if he teleported there, if he walked there, I don't know how he got inside the house. But I'm assuming he just teleported there. If he just teleported there, he could have teleported into her, grabbed her, teleported out. Movie done.
Gosh.
But no, it's like, oh, now he has teleporting powers.
And you'd prefer that. You'd prefer that. You're like, no, I want the logical one where there's no fight scene. I don't want any climactic fight scene between Superman, Supergirl, and Darkseid. I just want the movie to end with him grabbing her and doing the logical choice. You would rather have that.
No, but they could have done something different where it's like, it kind of looked like they were having the main fight on Apocalypse, the world, where they're all fighting. He has Supergirl under control. You're like, oh, is this the climax? This is it. And then, you know, the fight's over, and it's kind of like, okay, what the heck? But it's like, no, we're actually still fighting like a few minutes later, and then they're all fighting on the farm or wherever, and it's like, bro, like, okay, like, whatever. It's not like I don't like the fighting scenes, but it's like, why didn't you do that the whole movie? You had this one guy or girl sending out troops to try to get this character, you know, potentially even losing some troops because some of them died in battle. But you could have.
Makes them all the time. They're nothing.
They're pawns.
Well, also because his goal wasn't to just capture her and or kill anyone. His goal was, I'm gonna turn her into my soldier and my general. But when that fails, he's like, you know what? I don't have any plans for general stuff. I'm just going to kill Superman. Like, he didn't show up to take her again. He just showed up like, you know what? I'm going to go to your home and I'm going to kill you because I just don't want to lose this. Like, you annoyed me and I made no promise or anything.
Okay, I don't mind that. I didn't know it was just to kill Superman. I thought he was still trying to get Supergirl.
Yeah, it's because he also opens up with that line. He's like, I gave my word I would spare the girl, Superman, but your death is long overdue. And then he starts squaring off. But I guess it could be easily forgotten because once Supergirl joins the fight, he's like, I didn't promise not to fight back. So once they start squaring off, you kind of forget about that promise or that that exchange.
Which I think the fights were cool. I didn't mind them. I do just like seeing. I
love the fight scenes.
I feel like in anime, right? They go way harder. Like just seeing any fights, obviously it's easier to animate, but it feels like grittier. Like even the fight scenes where like Wonder Woman were fighting all those girls, like
Oh, those are so good. The choreography they're pulling off, like with the whips and the swords and the shields, like, and the spears, the way they're like fighting in different styles against different weapons. The what's the word? The variety just of different things they had to do.
Yeah, like even
So
with
satisfying.
the spear just goes right through the girl. You're like, oh dang, like that girl's dead. Like
Yeah,
I
yeah.
I don't think they cut someone's head off, but I feel like they did some crazy like cracking of
I think in the
people.
beginning, yeah, like remember they show that girl. They had that girl fight just to show how powerful that group is, and she ends
Yeah.
up
Oh,
dying in the
okay. Yeah.
beginning. I
Yeah.
think she.
Yeah. She lost her head.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure she did. I was gonna say, I saw this a lot of posts and other videos as well criticizing how movies just don't give speed or like speed weight. Like they always have it, and I guess this is also a limitation of live action. They always have it to where when characters are moving fast, they always stop moving fast once they start punching. Like even with Superman, he'll move fast and then they'll start squaring up like normal humans. And I hate that. But in the animated movies, they animate where if they're moving fast, they do a fast punch. They'll like when Superman started moving in a tornado and started doing like lightning fast punches on Darkseid while
Oh
also doing the
yeah.
lasers. I'm like, they just don't do this type of stuff that often. If they do, it's like a little 10-second scene, but the fight scenes don't really show the weight because they're always worried about showing the actor or actress's face. Like we have to show the emotion. That's why we can't have the characters wear their uniforms because if they're wearing a mask, you can't feel the emotion in their eyeballs. I'm like, screw that. I could care less. I don't want Batman to take his mask off so I could see his emotion. I don't want Tom Holland to take his mask off so I could see his emotion. I want to see just the fight scenes and keep things looking the way they're supposed to look. But uh, in these movies, I feel like they're able to achieve that so much better, where the speed and the weight feels so much more impactful and heavy compared to the limitations of a live action.
That is true because even in like, dude, like even we've gotten like little tidbits of like some stuff like that, like in the Supergirl movie, like she uses her laser powerfully, or a little bit in the Superman movie where he's spinning and he like laser beams all
Yeah,
of them. Like,
right. But that's again like 5-10 seconds, and then they have to do something else.
yeah, but imagine we just get like a badass like Superman just going all out on like whoever it is. He's just like
Yeah.
unleashing like his full strength, punching, punching, punching. I think.
Actually, that's why I like that one scene. Do you remember in Supergirl when she starts taking Krem, the bad villain, and she goes like across the field and she's like
Yeah,
slamming
like
him to the ground doing all
flipping,
these
yeah.
spins? Yeah, that's I'm like, dude, that stuff, mwah, like chef's kiss. I
Yeah.
love that stuff. It's stuff they rarely do in superhero movies. So that's why when I was so happy when I saw it because I'm like, I just want to see this. This ending fight scene feels so impactful and so badass. I want to see this translated to live action.
So that gives us some hope for this next movie. They gave us a little tidbit of Supergirl. So
Yeah, I do want to add the beauty that in my opinion, what you were saying that you were having trouble getting into it because you're like, I don't know much about these characters, is
yeah,
kind of the reason why I think there's a certain audience for these types of movies because they're not constrained by the universe. So like when you start to try to build a universe, you cannot have your Avengers movie unless you make your Iron Man and your Captain America and your Thor and then maybe introduce two or three more characters in the Avengers movie. But you have to spend so much time building up. But when we were younger, all these movies, I remember the Dark Knight Returns came out in when I was in high school, and that movie is about the Frank Miller comic that Zack Snyder based Batman versus Superman off of, but they made almost a one-to-one adaptation with an animated movie, and it's like, to me that's so badass because they're not constrained by having to build a universe. Like they didn't have to show you this Batman before. They're just like, dude, if you want a Batman that's retiring and a movie about Batman Beyond, like his predecessor in the future, let's do it. Let's make an animated series about that, or let's make an animated movie. If you want an adaptation of the Batman Apocalypse, let's do it. Let's just do it and not worry about all this world building. So in my mind, I'm like, I'm getting so many stories that I would have never gotten if they were concerned about continuity or universes, other comics and stuff like that. So they do that in them animated, where they have animated universe movies and they build off each other, use the same voice actors. But there's specific Justice League type ones like this. There's Public Enemies, Superman, Batman, Apocalypse. There's Justice League Doom, Justice League Crisis on Two Earths, Justice League Frontier, and all of them are completely different stories, different animation, unrelated. And it's almost like that's what Gunn is kind of trying to give us with the DC universe, because he's still allowing the Matt Reeves Batman. So he's trying to tell you, you know what? If you want young Batman, you can get young Batman and you can get old Batman with Robin. Like, you can get your cake and eat it too. So in my opinion, I love when they do different interpretations, because I get to get these little versions, because I don't want to be stuck with, like, if they do a Ben Affleck Batman again, I don't want to be stuck with a 50-year-old Batman where the actor is an alcoholic and you don't know if he's going to be like good or not. And like, I love having the option of like, well, you can get this Batman that has his Robins, or you get this Batman that's like David Fincher-esque, Seven, and gritty, you know. I like that part of it.
Nice. What a good movie to watch after the Supergirl movie, because I think before
this, it was such in line, with the with stuff that was in it too, just so adjacent.
Yeah, no, for sure. Like I it's funny because we were talking about it on the last episode, you know, talking how you guys have seen this movie, and you know, we didn't say we were gonna do it for the pod, but we're like, yo, let's just watch this episode, this movie, and do it for the next episode, and it was perfect, dude. It's literally Supergirl, you know, some Superman, Batman stuff. It's like, dude,
Supergirl origin.
Yeah, we're getting a lot of Supergirl origin stuff. So for anyone listening who doesn't know about Supergirl, you know, you have a few things to check out to kind of learn about her.
Also, shout out to Andre Braugher. He passed away. Whoever's listening, you might know him as Captain Holt from Brooklyn Nine-Nine. He did the voice of Darkseid. And in my personal opinion, he has the best Darkseid voice, because I absolutely hate, with a capital HATE, when they voice Darkseid like this, like the, you know, they try to go grovelly monster demonic voice.
Yeah.
I prefer so much a commanding, authoritative voice, not a demon like disfigured voice like you're from hell. I prefer a commanding Thanos type, where
I was gonna
they
say,
seem
Thanos.
like someone you could talk to. Yeah, exactly. The way Zack Snyder and other people, even in other animated movies, when they have his voice like monsterized, disgusting. Get rid of it. Don't do it.
Yeah, I like it too, because then he's kind of like, oh, they kind of have human-esque, so you can kind of like, you know, they don't feel like maybe super out of touch with everyone else. It's like they're still human-esque, talk, mannerisms.
Or just intelligent. Like, it makes them seem more intelligent.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah. Ratings?
Ratings, 10 out of 10 for me. Sorry.
Damn. Yeah, I mean, you've seen this movie like 10 times, bro, so.
Exactly. I'm like, bro, it's a childhood favorite. I'm not going to knock it. Like, I can't say anything bad about it. It's completely biased.
Completely biased rating?
Completely biased.
How many,
Oh, yeah, we got to cover the system. I just jumped the gun there.
How many times would you Darkseid laser someone for this movie? You said 10.
How many out of 100? Let's do out of 100. Out of 100 doomsday, like fake doomsday clones, how many would you laser in one go for this movie?
For this movie?
Out of 100.
Out of 100? We're switching things up here on the First Time Pictures podcast, everyone. You're going to hate me.
You're trying to. I know. You look down on these so much just because it's not a universe. I know that's like your biggest hiccup. You're like, I need this to be connected to something. I need to.
Dude, I just can't. I can't get into something where I'm like not invested into the characters. Like I'm just like, I don't know. It's hard for me. I'm gonna have to laser.
Bro, not every movie is an end game. Like you can't have a 15-year build-up. Like it's just not possible with every movie.
I'm going to laser 44 Doomsdays.
4.4 out of 10, basically? Damn.
That's almost a 5. A 5's like in the middle. A 5's like...
If I had shown you like 15 movies that sucked, but just because it'd be like the culmination of those 15, you'd be like, this is 10 out of 10, bro.
This is the
like,
best thing ever.
Experience. The best thing I've ever seen.
Yeah, because I'd probably feel something for them after 15 things.
See, that's how you know the MCU is trash. They need 15 movies for you to give a shit about what's happening, bro.
You're just a hater, bro. You just like to hate on things that I like. If I like something, you'd be like, oh, you know why that's trash? And that's how it feels right now. Because let me feel this.
You're right.
Let me learn, okay? I didn't get to watch this movie 10 times.
You just spat on my childhood, bro. I'm getting defensive. You just took a big old loogie to my childhood.
Didn't mean to do that. I know you like doing it. I know you like dogging on my childhood stuff, but that's where we're different. I know you're like Batman-esque and I'm Superman-esque, but that's real Batman.
You're Mario-esque.
I like that.
If I saw Mario right here, I'd...
Is that the sound of you like giving him a kiss or something? Wait, what? I didn't hear it.
That was my loogie, bro. I just dropped a loogie
Anthony,
on Mario.
You would, bro. You're just... Okay, let me stop, guys, before I get canceled on the podcast.
I know, I'm getting you triggered right now. How dare I talk about Mario?
Anytime you mention Mario, bro, I just automatically get triggered.
Right? You're like, hold up. Yeah.
He's about to say something.
Stop the bit.
It's
Yo.
not funny no more.
Yeah.
But, yeah, Anthony gave it a 10. I gave it a 4.4. Average about 6, 7. Okay. Let me stop.
We can cut that.
We're pushing 30 here. Dude, yesterday I was hanging out with my cousins, bro. And then, dude, even my cousins, they just turned, I think, 20 or 19. I forgot how old. And I think they turned 19. And her boyfriend's like, you know, I make like a 6-7 joke, you know, like ironically. And then he's like, okay, Unc. And I'm like, bro, I know you're not like, I know you did not call me Unc. And I go like, why is this little kid talking to me? You know, and I'm like, that's my new comeback.
The audacity.
That's my new comeback for the Unc allegations. Like, what's this little kid? Why is this little kid talking to the adults, bro? Like,
where's your dad? Where's your mom?
They need to raise you better, bro. What the heck?
Yeah. I'm gonna put that in my back pocket.
Yeah, dude, you gotta say that. It's a good one.
Yeah, the Unc allegations are coming for me. I've been dodging them, but
they're not fun, bro. When you get the Unc stuff, it's not a good time. Movie for next week.
Bro, I'm trying to look at the AMC right now.
Oh.
I do not want to watch the live action Moana.
Is that out?
No.
Let me see. Ooh, the Minions movie? I know you said you wanted to see that one.
I would see that, actually.
Really? Like,
So you think it's worth talking about?
Maybe. I've heard good things about it. You know what's coming out this week?
What?
It's starting the Studio Ghibli week. My Neighbor Totoro. I feel like you see that. I feel like that's one of the movies you had on this weekend, right?
Yeah, I've seen that movie since my kids watched it. I've probably seen that movie like over 100 times.
Oh, no way!
At least.
Okay, so I'm guessing you wouldn't want to do an episode on that one.
No. Also, those are Fathom events. You got to pay for those. The ones that say Fathom in the top right corner. Yeah. And I'm going to save my money for Princess Mononoke.
True. Dude, back to back. Next week's episode, guys, we'll have a movie ready, but I guess for two episodes in a row, we won't just commit to something, cuz unless you have something, I don't have nothing ready for next week.
No, I don't. I was trying to think. I could have swore I had an idea of something that we should watch. But I guess next week you'll find out. How about that? You'll find out.
You'll find out. Whoever can guess what movie we're doing, you'll win.
Yeah.
You can have first time pictures.
You can have it.
It's all yours. Just gotta guess the movie.
Everything. Julian, including Julian.
Oh. Why would you offer me up, bro? What the heck is that? That we're supposed to be friends.
I don't know. I couldn't think of anything else to give away.
Can you throw in like one of your kids?
You know what? To say I'm sorry to you, I'll throw in one of my kids.
Let's go.
To make it even.
All right, guys. You guys are going to get a killer offer, bro, if you guess the movie right.
Yeah, killer offer.
You just got to guess it right.
Yeah.
But oh, no. Well, whatever movie we do next week, right? We'll definitely have a movie after that, because you know what comes out after?
Let me think. The Odyssey.
The Odyssey. Yep.
Let's go. Maybe we can do a Christopher Nolan. Oh, you know what I saw that they're going to release in theaters on like January 1st or January 7th?
What?
Your favorite movie ever?
My favorite. Like, is this a joke? Like, are you going to say Old Boy or something?
No, swear. No, swear. If you were to guess, like,
well, you just mentioned Christopher Nolan, so I'm guessing it's a Christopher Nolan movie. Batman? What? I don't even know my favorite movie.
The Prestige.
Bro. Oh, in theaters?
Yeah, I swear. In theaters in January. I think IMAX too. No,
they shot that in IMAX?
No, but they don't. They show any movie in IMAX. It doesn't have to be shot in IMAX.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Might have to make the trip up for that one, bro.
That would be fun.
You said January though, right? Next year.
Yeah.
Oh damn.
We gotta start planning now.
Nice.
Cool. Well, I'd say that's the end of the pod.
I'd say so. Some might say.
Some might say. All right. We'll see you guys. Please leave a like, comment, a review, anything to get us out there would help. And leave a comment.
Por favor. All right. Until next week.
Peace.